Welcome back, everyone, to Senior Care Insights here on YouTube. You know, we're your go-to channel for all things senior health and well-being. And today we're diving into a topic that we hear about a lot, those pesky leg cramps that can really affect quality of life as we age.
Yeah, absolutely. Leg cramps are a common complaint among seniors, and they can really disrupt sleep and make daily activities difficult, even getting around comfortably.
For sure. I mean, it's not just an occasional thing for a lot of people. It's a chronic problem that just keeps coming back. And that's why we're here to talk about it,
Yeah,
but also to offer some hope.
exactly. We're going to be focusing on practical, everyday solutions that are rooted in nutrition. The good news is that there are things we can do to manage and even prevent these muscle spasms. And it starts with what we eat.
That's right. We're talking about readily available foods that are packed with powerful properties that can help. And it's not some kind of obscure remedy or anything like that.
Nope. We're talking familiar foods that you probably already have in your kitchen. These foods are chock full of essential vitamins and minerals that act as natural muscle relaxants.
And it's amazing how many people don't realize that these common foods they're eating every day can actually hold the key to more comfortable nights and stronger legs.
That's what we're going to unpack today. The science behind why these everyday ingredients are so effective, and we'll guide you on how to easily incorporate them into your diet for maximum benefit.
So get ready to discover how making simple adjustments to your diet can potentially lead to significant improvements in your leg strength and really reduce those troublesome cramps. Okay, let's jump right in. So first off, how common are leg cramps among seniors? And what kind of impact are they really having on their daily lives?
Well, they're actually incredibly common. Studies show that a significant percentage of older adults experience them regularly. And it's more than just a minor inconvenience. These cramps can seriously disrupt sleep, wake you up in the middle of the night with intense pain. And that can have a domino effect on your energy levels, mood, and overall well-being throughout the day.
Right, so it's not just the immediate pain, but also the way it throws off everything else.
Exactly. For many, it's not just an occasional twitch, it's this recurring debilitating issue that can really affect their quality of life.
So we know it's a real problem. Now let's talk about the nutrition piece. How can what we eat influence something like a muscle cramp?
Well, it all comes down to the fact that our bodies need certain nutrients to function properly, and that includes our muscles. By consciously choosing foods that are rich in these specific nutrients, we can help to support healthy muscle function and reduce the likelihood of cramps.
So it's about feeding our muscles what they need to do their job.
Exactly. Think of it like this. We're providing our muscles with the essential building blocks and maintenance crew they need to stay healthy and strong.
I love that analogy. It's like we're giving our muscles the support system they need from the inside out.
Exactly. So let's dive into some of these muscle-supporting foods. We've highlighted 7 key players that can make a real difference in leg strength and cramp prevention. Yeah. And let's start with a fan favorite, bananas. What makes them so beneficial?
Okay, bananas. I'm all ears.
So bananas are packed with potassium, and potassium is an absolute rock star when it comes to muscle function. It plays a crucial role in muscle contractions. It helps maintain the balance of fluids in our body, which is super important for nerve and muscle signaling.
So when we say electrolytes, potassium is one of those key electrolytes we're talking about.
Right on. And when our potassium levels get too low, it can really mess with those signals, leading to those painful muscle cramps. You might also experience feelings of weakness and tiredness. So incorporating potassium-rich foods like bananas can help keep everything running smoothly.
It's like making sure the communication lines to our muscles are clear and strong.
Exactly. And on top of that, bananas also offer a good amount of magnesium, another mineral that's really important for muscle health, especially relaxation.
So is magnesium more about helping the muscles relax after they contract?
Yes, you could say that. Magnesium helps regulate muscle contractions by counterbalancing the effects of calcium. Now, calcium triggers muscle contraction, but magnesium helps them to relax afterward. When we don't have enough magnesium, our muscles might stay contracted for too long, and that's when those cramps kick in. So it's especially crucial for seniors to include magnesium-rich foods in their diet.
Interesting. So potassium helps get those muscles going, and magnesium helps them chill out afterwards. That's a pretty powerful combination. And it's not just potassium and magnesium in bananas, right?
Not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Bananas are also a good source of fiber, which is great for digestion. They got vitamin C to support the immune system, vitamin B6 for brain health, and red blood cell production. And they're packed with antioxidants like dopamine and catechin, which can help reduce inflammation in the body.
Wow, so a lot more going on in a banana than meets the eye. Okay, let's move on to another nutritional all-star. Spinach. I know it's good for us, but how does it specifically help with leg cramps?
Ah, spinach. It's a nutritional powerhouse and especially great for leg health. One of the biggest things it has going for it is its high magnesium content. And as we talked about with bananas, magnesium is super important for muscle relaxation and managing those muscle contractions.
So spinach is another good way to make sure we're getting enough of that magnesium.
Exactly. Now, when our magnesium levels dip too low, our muscles become much more prone to tightness, cramping, spasms, and even stiffness. So think of magnesium as helping to smooth out those muscle contractions.
So it's really crucial for preventing those cramps. Now, is magnesium deficiency something that's common in older adults?
It can be, yeah. Seniors are sometimes at a higher risk for magnesium deficiency. This is because as we age, our bodies don't absorb nutrients as efficiently, and our kidneys might not function as well. Some medications can also interfere with magnesium levels. That's why it's so important to include magnesium-rich foods like spinach in our diets.
Right. So getting it through food is a great way to make sure we're absorbing it properly. And it's not just magnesium in spinach, right? What else does it have going for it?
Oh, spinach is loaded with good stuff. It's a great source of folate, which supports brain function and red blood cell production. It's got vitamin K, which is important for bone health and blood clotting. Like bananas, it's also a good source of potassium. Plus, it's full of those beneficial antioxidants we talked about.
Wow. So a real nutritional all-star. Now, let's talk about sweet potatoes. I love sweet potatoes. They're so versatile and delicious. But how do they specifically help with leg cramps?
Sweet potatoes are another fantastic source of those key minerals we've been talking about. They're a good source of both potassium and magnesium.
So they're another great way to get those muscle-supporting nutrients.
Absolutely. Now, the potassium in sweet potatoes helps to maintain the balance of fluids and electrolytes in our body, which is essential for muscle function. And as we've already discussed, the magnesium helps with muscle relaxation and prevents stiffness. So for seniors who frequently experience leg cramps, adding sweet potatoes to their diet can be a really effective and tasty way to find relief.
And they are tasty. And there are so many ways to prepare them. You can bake them, mash them, roast them, even add them to soups. What other benefits do they offer?
Well, sweet potatoes are an excellent source of beta-carotene, which our body converts into vitamin A. And vitamin A is crucial for healthy vision, a strong immune system, and skin health. Plus, beta-carotene is a powerful antioxidant that helps fight inflammation.
And we know that chronic inflammation can be a contributing factor to muscle soreness and cramps. So the anti-inflammatory properties of sweet potatoes are definitely a big plus.
For sure. And let's not forget fiber. Sweet potatoes are a good source of dietary fiber, which is important for digestive health and helps regulate blood sugar levels.
Keeping blood sugar stable is definitely important for overall health and could indirectly help with cramps as well.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about a protein powerhouse. Eggs. We know they're packed with protein, but how do they fit into the picture of leg strength and cramp prevention?
Yeah, eggs are a classic breakfast staple, but I'm curious about how they specifically benefit our legs.
Well, eggs are a fantastic source of high-quality protein, and protein is absolutely essential for building and repairing muscle tissue. As we age, we naturally lose muscle mass. It's a process called sarcopenia, and this can lead to weaker legs and decreased mobility.
So getting enough protein is crucial for maintaining our strength and independence as we get older.
Exactly. And eggs provide all 9 essential amino acids, making them a complete protein source. So they're really effective at helping to counteract that age-related muscle loss.
So they're giving our muscles the building blocks they need to stay strong. What else do eggs offer that's beneficial for muscle health?
Eggs also contain choline, which plays a role in muscle activation and nerve function. It helps produce acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that's essential for communication between nerves and muscles. And that communication is what allows our muscles to contract and relax properly.
So it's like choline helps to ensure those signals are getting through loud and clear.
Exactly. And on top of that, eggs are a good source of vitamin D, which is important for both bone and muscle health. And they contain B vitamins like B6 and B12, which are involved in energy production and red blood cell formation.
Wow, so eggs really are a nutritional powerhouse. Okay, let's move on to Greek yogurt. It's become really popular lately, but what makes it so beneficial for leg strength and preventing cramps in seniors?
Greek yogurt is an excellent choice for seniors because it's packed with protein, which, as we know, is essential for maintaining muscle mass. Now, Greek yogurt is made by straining regular yogurt which removes some of the liquid whey, leaving behind a thicker, creamier, and more concentrated source of protein.
And that protein is really what makes it such a good choice for our muscles.
Exactly. Greek yogurt contains both casein and whey protein, which are both important for muscle repair and recovery. Casein is a slow-digesting protein that provides a steady stream of amino acids to muscles over a longer period. This can help prevent muscle breakdown, especially overnight. Whey protein, on the other hand, digests more quickly and helps with faster muscle regeneration after physical activity.
So it's like a two-pronged approach to muscle support.
That's a great way to put it. And on top of the protein, Greek yogurt is also rich in probiotics, which are beneficial bacteria that support gut health.
And why is gut health important for muscle health?
Well, a healthy gut means better nutrient absorption. When our gut is functioning properly, our body can more effectively absorb all the vitamins and minerals we need from food. And that includes the nutrients that support muscle health. If our gut isn't working properly, we might not be getting the full benefit of the healthy foods we're eating.
So Greek yogurt is helping to support muscle health from multiple angles.
Exactly. It's providing the building blocks with protein, and it's optimizing nutrient absorption with probiotics. Plus, it's a good source of calcium, which is essential for strong bones, and it contains vitamin B12 for energy production and nerve function.
So it's a real winner for overall health.
Hmm.
Now let's move on to a fruit that's known for its vitamin C, oranges. We know they're good for our immune system, but how do they specifically help with leg cramps?
Oranges are actually really beneficial for leg health, and it goes beyond just vitamin C. Vitamin C is definitely important. It helps with the production of collagen, a protein that's found in our muscles, tendons, and ligaments, and it acts as an antioxidant, protecting our cells from damage.
So it's not just about preventing colds, it's actively supporting the health of our muscles and connective tissues.
Exactly. Now, oranges also contain a decent amount of potassium, which we know is important for muscle function and fluid balance. They can help replenish potassium levels that might be lost through sweat or physical activity, which is important for preventing cramps.
So they're helping to maintain that electrolyte balance.
Right. And oranges are also a good source of flavonoids, which are plant compounds that have anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties.
So they're helping to reduce inflammation and protect our cells from damage.
And let's not forget hydration. Oranges are about 85% water, so they're a great way to stay hydrated, which is crucial for preventing muscle cramps.
That's a good point. Dehydration can definitely make cramps worse. Okay, last but not least, let's talk about walnuts. How can these nuts help with leg strength and cramps?
Walnuts are a fantastic addition to the diet for so many reasons, especially for seniors. They're a top source of omega-3 fatty acids. And these healthy fats have anti-inflammatory effects, which can really help soothe muscles and reduce discomfort.
So they're helping to keep those muscles happy and less prone to cramping.
Exactly. And omega-3s might also help to preserve muscle mass as we age, which is a huge benefit.
So they're fighting inflammation and supporting muscle maintenance. What else makes walnuts so effective?
They're also a good source of magnesium, which we know is crucial for muscle function and preventing cramps. And they provide a good dose of protein and healthy fats, which help to stabilize energy levels and keep us feeling full and satisfied.
So they're a great snack for sustained energy and muscle support.
Absolutely. Plus, walnuts are rich in antioxidants, which protect our cells from damage. And they've been linked to improved bone health, which is essential for overall mobility and preventing falls.
Wow, so walnuts really are a nutritional powerhouse. Okay, so we've talked about all these amazing foods. Now, what are some simple and practical ways for our listeners to incorporate them into their daily routines?
It doesn't have to be complicated. For bananas, they're an easy grab-and-go snack. You can slice them on cereal, add them to yogurt, or just eat them on their own. Spinach is super versatile. You can add it to salads, smoothies, soups, omelets, or saute it as a side dish.
So many options.
Right. Sweet potatoes are delicious, baked, mashed, or roasted. You can even add them to stir fries or make sweet potato fries. Eggs are a classic breakfast staple, but you can also enjoy them hard-boiled for a quick snack or add them to salads and sandwiches.
What about Greek yogurt? Any tips for that?
Greek yogurt is great on its own, but you can also add it to smoothies, use it as a base for dips, or top it with fruit and granola for a healthy breakfast or snack. And you can sprinkle those walnuts on top for added crunch and nutrition.
And speaking of walnuts, how do you like to eat them?
I love to snack on them straight from the shell, but you can also add them to trail mixes, yogurt parfaits, or sprinkle them on salads for a boost of healthy fats and protein.
And don't forget about oranges. They're a perfect refreshing snack.
Absolutely. You can eat them whole, juice them, or add them to smoothies.
So many delicious and easy ways to get these nutrients into our diets. Now, we touched on hydration earlier, but I think it's worth emphasizing again just how important it is for preventing leg cramps.
You're absolutely right. Staying hydrated is crucial for muscle function. When we're dehydrated, our muscles don't work as efficiently and we're more susceptible to cramps. Water helps to transport those essential nutrients to our muscles and keeps everything running smoothly.
So make sure you're drinking plenty of water throughout the day, especially if you're active or live in a warm climate. Now, before we wrap up, I think it's important to remember that while these foods are incredibly beneficial, they're just one part of the bigger picture of health.
Exactly. It's about taking a holistic approach. A balanced diet, regular exercise, and proper hydration are all important for preventing cramps and maintaining overall health. And of course, if you're experiencing persistent or severe cramps, it's always a good idea to consult with your doctor.
Absolutely. Now, one last thing before we go. The information we've shared today is for general knowledge and informational purposes only. It's not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice.
That's right. Always consult with your doctor or a registered dietitian before making any major changes to your diet, especially if you have any underlying health conditions.
Great point. Well, we hope this deep dive into the power of food has been helpful and has given you some practical strategies for dealing with leg cramps.
We do too. Remember, even small changes can make a big difference. So start by incorporating one or two of these foods into your diet and see how you feel. You might be surprised at the results.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more helpful tips on senior health and well-being.
Thanks for joining us today. Here's to stronger legs, fewer cramps, and a healthier, happier you.
We'll see you next time.